It's 1 week until the Tree Hugging World Championships. We thought that today we're going to tell you what to do because we want you to join and we don't want to be hugging all alone. And so far we've gotten a lot of wonderful tree hugging pictures from Russia, and I'm looking forward to having them from around the world. And that's why I thought that it might be easier if I give you a bit of what's the word? Like,
Pro tips, advice,
well, yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
good
yeah.
morning, Tommy,
Hey, good morning.
and hello everybody else as well.
Hey.
So we are in the Harleypool forest here, and we are going to talk today about the tree hugging world championships happening next weekend here,
Saturday
next Saturday
at
here
this
in
same
this
time.
at the same at this time in this spot. So this tree that Rita is now hugging will get a lot of hugs next
It
week.
will.
But
One of the official
hey,
trees to
John,
hug.
this is what one of the official
Yeah,
hugging trees.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yes, it's even labeled. You see? Oh, yeah. Well, the label is actually it's an old. This was one of the first trees that got its hugging tree label. It's number 22. You see? You see, it still has the Harleypool label, but the label is suffering, and it's not strange because if you look at the climate that we have here, the sort of weather changes,
And it's
the
been
circ,
hugged a lot.
and it's been hugged a lot, and the circumstances, it's you know. Right. So Harleypool Forest, and now this is of course the moment when I'm going to give the phone to Rita,
Excellent. Thank you, thank you.
and I'm going to concentrate on getting a fire going. Hey everybody.
Very good. I'm going to need to as my poster child though. Very good. Stefan was already throwing one match in, but it is so humid at the moment that today he couldn't be the one match wonder that he normally is. So, as said, we have already gotten great pictures from Russia. August 21st, yes. Me too. I'm really eager to find out what kind of styles we get this year. I mean, last year was so much fun. Um, and I'm sure that it will be this year as well. So the area what we were looking at last time already is the same. But now let's look at the some techniques, shall we? Like how can you make your best tree hugging photo? Because it's a little bit silly to say that because everybody has a different style. Wait, here we are. Hey, oh, my head thingy is funny again. Sorry about that. So everybody has their own special style. I mean, I'm not here to tell you how to do it. Since yeah, that's one of those. Yeah. What the judges will be looking at, because there's two competitions. I can see you. I thought you were trying to sneak up on me, but I could see you through the camera. So there's the online contest, and then there's the live contest here in the forest. The live contest here in the forest will be filmed by Stefan. I will be presenting.
Amongst others by me. I mean, I'm not going to be the only one because I have to make some coffee, of course, as well.
Yeah, but you do it afterwards, I think.
But
That's what we did last time. So there was 1 hour of competition, and then
then
you do
there's
the
coffee.
coffee.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, yeah, there's a lot of people with steadier hands than me.
Well, that's true. That's true. But so yeah, the online contest, and then the live contest here in the forest. And for the online contest, everybody around the world can join. So that's why I'm looking forward to receiving your tree hugs as well. And you can send in your hug either via our website. You have to register though, because we're getting a lot of spam otherwise. You can send it via email. There's instructions how to do that. And you can send it on Instagram with the hashtags treehugging2021 and hashtag Harleypool, both of those.
Technically, even Facebook would work.
Facebook would work, yeah, but preferably those three methods. Then it makes our work a lot easier after the concert.
Yeah.
Um, But yeah, the point is that what we want to see is different kinds of hugs from around the world and different kinds of trees from around the world. Uh,
Yeah, but that would also be something because last year I think we mainly had pines that were being hacked.
no,
There were some
no, there
other
were
trees as
plenty
well.
of different
Huh?
kinds of trees,
But to even
even
get
cherry
more,
trees and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah, true, yeah, yeah.
So
But more trees.
different, more trees, more hugs,
Uh,
and more countries. And we're going to put those pictures in our app in the world map of trees. We have there already a heap of heap of tree hugs from around the world. So what you need to do, you take that first. You find a perfect tree for yourself. Look, the mosquito is trying to eat me. You find a perfect tree for yourself. You take a picture, either yourself hugging or somebody dear to you hugging the tree. Then you record the coordinates of the tree. So preferably, for instance, on Google Maps, you can do it easily if you pin that point and then get the coordinates, or in an compass map, a compass app of your phone. So please take the whereabouts of that tree, and then a short description of why you love this particular tree or trees in general, of why you want to hug trees. That's what we want, because we want to have stories and pictures of people around the world hugging trees. We want to have wonderful trees that we can put on our map so that people can even find them and visit them if they find a perfect tree for themselves. But as for how to take that picture, as I said, you know, you're the expert of the kind of tree hug that you want to make.
who,
You
me?
know, no, uh, the person behind the
Yeah,
screen.
okay.
You know,
Yes.
so the, the of course the basics are you need to touch the tree. What is a hug? That's also something that you can define yourself. You know,
Yes.
there's of course very traditional kind of hugs, like the ones that I'm doing. That's because I'm doing very much tree hugging for my own well-being and health. And so then the to have your face next to the tree, that's really good for you. But then you had something.
And then there's of course the acrobatics.
Yes, yes, that's the.
But in
Oh,
the
thank you, friend.
so in the competition we have three different um, rounds in the real life competition. There's speed hack, there's sincere hack, and there's freestyle hack. And for the photo competition, everything goes. But of course, a speed hack you won't see in a picture. So it's either freestyle or sincere. Last year, the picture that won the competition was a very sincere tree hug, but also a
He's
very
also cute.
beautiful picture with humor in it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it was it had everything, you know. It had the right tree. It had the sincerity. It had the oh,
You, you can
thank
find if.
you. We got just got a Creative Genius Award. So
Excellent. Thank you, Tommy.
that's you, the creative genius. It's Rita.
No, 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 no.
But
No, I think the people who are hugging are going to be the creative geniuses.
definitely. And then there's of course the Italian style hug.
You shouldn't tell that
Okay.
to, though to Stefania, because she won last year.
She
She's
was last.
Italian, but
That
her
was
style was
actually
a bit
that was
different.
very sincere. I
Yeah.
mean, I was now referring to the other kind of Italian style. Like, and if you want to know about that, you can find from somewhere the what's it called? The
Gordon,
video
yeah,
Gordon,
Gordon,
Gino, and
Gino, and
Fred
Fred.
desperately seeking Santa. There's Gordon Ramsay and his buddies were here in the forest with us, hugging trees. Well,
In different kinds of styles.
different kind of style. All right. So let's see.
Okay,
Creative tree
wait.
hugging.
Thank you, thank you. Now we have Stefan in the picture.
Um, so last year we had some people who actually tried to do pole dancing kind of
Yeah, but, yeah,
yoga kind of poses. What?
yeah. Maybe you should practice your yoga a little bit before you try
Before
that,
I do it, but
and
you
your
need to
pole
be.
dancing.
Thank you. I thought you wanted me as a poster child.
Yeah, go ahead. Looks like a yoga pose, says Tommy. So you are. It
Yeah.
is working.
But now I'm going to try something that's probably not going to work.
For surely for your amusement. I think Paul Paul tried that. Sorry, Stefan, but that looks a bit rude. He's
Oh,
trying to.
he was a tree hut.
Yeah, now we can see your wet bum as well. Stefan was. Oh, John, you got an award from John.
Thank you.
Ta-da! Stefan was riding here. Stefan was riding here with the quad, and the seat was wet, so he got a wet bum from that. And now you got to see
I was
his
already
wet.
making a joke about it to Rita that you should probably show my wet bum and explain why.
Well, now you
No,
know why.
this was it. So yes, so
Hello, El
everything
Shabazz.
everything counts,
Yes,
and the main thing is having fun.
that's what we are trying to do. That's what we succeeded last year, I think, very well.
Very much so, yes.
Respect from El Shabazz.
But I'm going to go to the fire a bit.
Yeah, well, but so the let's put it this way: there were a bit more competent acrobatic tree huggers. Yeah, but you were really good at the sincerity. I mean, everybody can't be good at everything. That's the great thing about it, anyway. So that's why we have three different sports in the live competition. There, there's something for everybody, but the all-round winner is the one that wins the live competition. But what I wanted to tell you as well about is the prizes, because it says here on the heippa Hellevi. Hellevi, sinun täytyy lähettää kans halauskuva Rovaniemeltä. So it is rainy and cold. Huh?
But if Helavi wins,
If Hellevi wins, yeah, the price will be a bit
different.
different. Because, hey, Jane. Hey, Jane, you sent last year a wonderful picture. You can send another one this year. You can take part again. Because this year, I'm going to be here, as Tommy saw, it's rainy. So I'm going to. Excellent. 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 So, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, the prize. So, we want the winner of the online competition. So, the one that sends us. I mean, it's hard to say. We can't say that it's the best tree hugging picture, but it will be. There will be a winner of the online contest. So one of the pictures that you guys send us during the contest will be the winner of online tree hugging world championships, and the winner will actually be invited to take part next year, so 2022, in the live competition here in the forest. And of course, we won't be able to drag you all the way here ourselves, but the prize will make it a lot easier because there will be 1 week accommodation for two people here in Levi during the World Championships, and there is also a train trip from Helsinki to Rovaniemi and back, and a sleeping cabin for two people.
Actually, that's
It is.
in my opinion, going from Helsinki to Lapland by train in the sleeping cabin, it's a great experience.
It's a wonderful experience, especially in the late summertime,
Yeah.
because it's still pretty light in the nighttime.
It's light in the nighttime, and the landscape is sort of slowly changing. It's beautiful to see the different colors and the changing landscape. And being in a Finnish train all the way from Helsinki to Rovaniemi, it's a great way to meet some Finns and talk about the country. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't go late at night to the restaurant Wagon Lady.
There's different kinds of
Also
things
a
then.
great way to meet Finns. But
Is a ladder set up so contestants can do high, high hugs? Well, we could have that like incorporated, but Higgs could be as well. But
what? Higgs could
no, John accidentally said hi Higgs.
Hicks,
but that
Hicks.
would be good as
Yes.
well. But high hugs.
Yes,
They well, I mean,
I thought that you meant that Hicks could be incorporated. So I was
yes,
already
yes,
wondering
yes.
how to do that.
No, no. Um, so Dima, the Ukrainian contestant last year, he didn't need a ladder. So I don't know if you saw the whole competition um, last year, but Dima made quite an impressive tree climb in it. And man, I wouldn't even get that high with a ladder. So that was. But Dima is taking part this year as well. So I wonder what he's going to do this time. Um,
Yeah, you can't do the same.
he can't do the same. We have to tell him there has to be another trick. So he has to still develop it, I think. But that is the price. So a trip from Helsinki is it will include Stefan's coffee. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. It will because there is also a private cocooning trip, so hammocking trip here with us. So we will take you also, of course, to the competition, but also after the competition, we will come here in the forest together with the winner, and you'll get to have Stefan's coffee here by the campfire, and I will tuck you into the hammocks, and you'll get the whole Halipu experience. So these things are included in the main price, and that's why I want all of you guys to send in pictures. It would be so nice to see some like one of you here next year. But anyways, it will be wonderful to see all your tree hugs as well. Do you think that because now it's raining, I can't stand there. I won't be able to yearly supply of berries. Well, maybe not. We have- this time, this year has been like even worse than other years for berries. Well, last year turned out actually very good in the end. So there were lots of blueberries and a lot of lingonberries as well.
Yeah.
It was a good.
But
It was a
this
good
year
year for lingonberries.
there's actually, because I was looking around, and there's actually a lot of blueberries, but they're very unevenly ripe and they're small.
Small,
Yeah,
yeah,
small and unevenly ripe.
yeah.
And
They
that's
are
because of
tasty, but
it has to do with the dry, yeah, because we had a really warm but very dry summer.
yeah.
So that's what
So
you get.
now it's only raining, but now
Yeah.
it's a little bit too late for the berries. So
No,
this year we
it's in
didn't
time for the lingonberries.
for the lingonberries, but for the
Yeah.
blueberries and the
And
hilla,
it's in
the
time for the
cloudberries, not.
mushrooms.
That's the mushroom time is
And it
starting. So
might
that's
actually be, since we've had such a warm summer, it might be a marvelous summer for mushrooms, or autumn for mushrooms,
yeah,
because there's been a lot of warmth in the ground, and then now the rain coming in. I think there's going to be a lot of
that's what I'm
mushrooms.
expecting as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you going to make tea for me?
You want a cup of tea?
Yes.
Yes,
And
I will
look,
do that.
I took a tea bag from home.
Very good. Maybe we should say why we actually took the coffee gear.
Okay.
There's a photographer coming to make some pictures of my campfire barista work, and he was supposed to be here during the broadcast, but there was a misunderstanding. Let's put it like that. So he's now going to come a bit later. So I'll be making coffee with him, I guess. Well, maybe I can have 2 cups of coffee. I can make one
Three
now.
because you already had
I
one at
already
home.
had one. Yeah, I can have one now and then still one later. But first, I'll make a cup of tea for you.
Yes, that is very good. I don't
Yeah.
have my favorite tea at the moment because we're
Are we really out?
yeah, we are out of
All
that
right. Well,
tea,
then we
so we
need to.
need to go to Rovaniemi.
Yes. Well, maybe first call them.
You mean that they would send it?
Yeah, no, no, so that they have it.
Oh yeah, emergency. Oh, really? Wow, those flash floods. That's quite something, though. I mean, I'm happy that you didn't get a flash flood, but I don't know. Well, it's definitely like a that's a scare, especially now having seen all of those flash floods that have you know come in different kinds of different countries now. And you had a heat wave. Oh wow, we are already really gearing towards winter here. Well, not winter yet, autumn, because August here is already well, at least from like halfway onwards. August is the autumn month, so it's for us here in Lapland. I mean, you have to remember that we are in the Arctic, so we are 175 kilometers north from the Arctic Circle, and that means that here it really is going to be autumn at this point of the year. Germany and the Netherlands, they did. Even in the village where Stefan comes from, there were floods. Like we saw pictures. Do you remember where
Oh
they
yeah,
were?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah.
that was a bit
But it
before, and that
and
wasn't
it
so
was a
bad.
different kind of. I mean, there's no river anywhere close there, so it was just the rain was so hard that the sewage system in the town couldn't handle the water. So they could actually go with small rubber boats in the street for several hours. But
Yeah, and
once
for
they just
for that it was it was fun because it wasn't dangerous. But
well,
then
it did cause damage as
it did,
well,
yeah. But I
but it
mean,
wasn't
people did
dangerous.
have fun with that. But then the serious floods in Germany and then in parts of the Netherlands,
In the south.
yeah, that was terrible because people
But
really died.
yeah,
Forest
it's.
fires, yeah,
I mean, this it's interesting because of course these floods they get worse because of the climate change. But then one other reason why they cause more damage nowadays is because those throughout history. So now we're talking the last hundreds of years. People have been in the big cities and the big rivers in Middle Europe. People have been canalizing the rivers to sort of adapt their flow to the human needs, and both for transportation, but also to get better agricultural land and whatever. So it means that there is the natural overflows have sort of disappeared. So that means that when there's a flood, really like a high flood, like now, then it more easily causes damage because there's no space for the water to go. And
but that's why in the Netherlands you
there's
didn't have as
pro
much damage as in was it in Germany, for instance,
well
because
there's projects going on in the Netherlands that are really actually that have names like space for the water and
yeah,
that kind of things, where they are trying to give pieces of land back
yeah.
to the rivers for overflow.
Well, I
But
mean
it's
that's really really necessary.
yeah, 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 and especially now when there is more of
Yeah,
this kind of floods coming up because of climate change, that you need to, it's yeah, because it's a combination. What causes a lot of the damage in Middle Europe is a combination of those factors coming together.
yeah. That's of course what is happening at the moment. By the way, I wanted to say because Tommy was mentioning the forest. Hey, Fraukje, Nijmegen. So that's the city where we used to live. Is een mooi
Oh,
voorbeeld
hello.
hoe je de rivier ruimte geeft. That is a great example of how you can give space to the rivers, and that's actually why Stefan was talking about it because that is the city where we were living, and when we were still living there, that is the projects that were they then starting the projects
Well,
or the
yeah, they were both. They were planning it, and they started. At least on paper, they have started. Then in the time that we lived here, they've slowly got
Hoi,
given
hoi,
shape
vrouwtje.
to things. But don't underestimate the because you think like, oh, you just give some
Hoi
agricultural ground
oma.
back to the rivers, but it doesn't work like that because the agricultural ground, of course, is in use by farmers who are dependent of it for their income. So just
Yeah,
giving it back to the river, that has like there's a lot of stuff
yeah.
involved.
Things
So it's
things are not simple,
yeah, so it's
and the
a
more
long,
people there are, the more difficult they
yeah,
will be
long,
because the more
slow
there will be.
project.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I wanted to say about the
And hey, Oma.
about the forest fires. What I wanted to say is that we got such an awesome message now for the tree hugging world championships, and it was from the volunteer firefighters from Karelia. So in Karelian area on the Russian side, there have been bad forest fires as well, and there have been a lot of voluntary firefighters taking part in saving the forest, and we got an email from them, and they are taking part in the tree hugging world championships as well, and sending their support, and that was, to me, it was so lovely to see. So there's a lot of people who are joining and who are joining the cause. I think so too. Somehow, that really warms my heart, because that's what we want to do. We want to show the, of course, we want to, you know, make people laugh, make them have fun with us in the forest, but we also want to remind them, first of all, of the well-being, wellness bringing qualities of the forest. I mean, just for the individual, and then also to remind them of the trees. That, like, if you live in a city, so easily you just walk past the park, for instance, without hardly even noticing, or walk past the trees on your street. What we want to do is make you notice, make you trees give us life. That is absolutely true. Make you notice them, make you maybe go give them a hug and actually get a hug back. And then, because people want to protect what they care about. So when you start, first, when you even notice the trees, then maybe you start caring about them a little bit more, and maybe you want to protect them a bit more as well. So that's kind of our secret ultimate goal. It's a
Secret
bit
ultimate goal.
bad secret goal if I tell it, but still, that is our goal. So that's what we are aiming to do with the Tree Hugging World Championship. So that's why we are making ourselves look silly running around the forest.
Well, yeah, but yeah, yeah, or yeah, exactly. No, yes. Because if you look at the video of last year's competition, and I'm sure also next week the competition, there's a lot of fun that we are having, and probably also that people have watched it. But it's also like here last year when we were here with all those people. Apart from the fun, there was also a very sort of wholesome, wholesome atmosphere, and like very, I don't know, people were very close to each other. And
Yeah.
there were some people here that had never met each other that became really good friends here while hugging trees. So it was sort of, I really, yeah, I loved it. I loved last
Yes,
year's event. I'm sure I'm going to love this year's event.
me
And
too, and
I
I'm
love
sure
what we are doing. So that's
me too, and I'm sure that the people watching will also love uh, the event too. And hopefully you show up, because then it'll be really fun to get all the comments from different channels. So you will be, of course, able to watch it here via the HAPS app, but also via
Facebook,
Facebook,
YouTube.
YouTube, yeah, Twitter. I'm not 100% sure. I assume that Frauke and Oma are probably on Facebook, I assume. So at least the
Correct, yes,
Facebook comments are working and the HAPS comments are working. I'm not 100% sure if the if all the rest of the comments will be working. Let's see. Yeah, I thought so. So at least Facebook comments will be working. So wherever you are watching, we will be able to comment back. Okay, excellent, excellent. What I'm worried about whether it will be working is all the technical stuff. That's the thing that makes me the most nervous, though. You know, I'll show you in a second. Because the we have the
Microphone.
same setup as last year. Hey, Rick, nice to have you here. I want your tree hugging picture from Vancouver with all those beautiful Vancouver trees. the Oh, you can go into the botanical garden and find my favorite tree in the world, which is there. It is a hairy tree and it looks like a cow.
It looks like a cow. You
Yes,
really
that's
know
why I
how to
love it.
describe things, Rita.
Maybe it doesn't look like a cow, but it feels like a cow. Find the cow. That's your task, Rick.
Hairy tree that feels like a cow. Sorry.
No, it's my favorite tree in
Yeah,
the
I
whole
know.
world.
Yeah, I saw a picture of it.
No, I'm not sure if I had a picture of that
Yeah,
particular
I
tree.
think
Did
you
I?
did. I think, yeah, yeah. Or at
Oh,
least you showed me something that look this.
okay.
Or maybe you
Well,
then sent it when you were there or something.
that's possible, but there are, because that's the funny thing, that people have those trees that they really love. It's like, because they are almost like pets or friends or wise relatives. Well, you don't have to. You can also just pick the one that you like. And that's fair enough. You don't have to pick the one that I like. You pick the one that you like. Otherwise, it's against the spirit of tree hugging. So, John, this is an mint green tea, and this is just a I think just a Lipton tea. I think, which I normally don't drink. We have our my favorite jasmine tea, but we're out of that jasmine tea. Look, you can see treetops even in my tea. You see that? Ah, that looks funny actually. I have to put it on my knee so that to stop my hand from shaking. You see that? That is the top, I think, of this particular tree. Does it look the same? Yeah. I think that's what it is. Look. Yeah. I'm going to have a sip now. Burn my mouth. Wait a second. Nice, but a little bit toothpastey. Because that's how the mint tastes in a tea like that. What are you doing?
I'm sending a message to that
Oh, the photographer.
photographer.
Okay.
Probably a very bad finish, but
So,
normally Rita always checks my
yeah, I'm
spelling.
Stefan's spell checker. But does it always work? Very good. It is, isn't it? Maybe I'll just be quiet for a second so that you can watch the fire for a moment. Meanwhile, I'll be drinking my toothpaste tea. Wait a second.
Toothpaste. Um,
Then you have to be quiet as well if I'm going to be quiet
we're going to be quiet. Oh,
for
sorry.
for just a short moment. You can put things there though. I can't be quiet for a long time. First day of snow. Well, you can make a what's the word for that then again, Stefan? Like when people are guessing what it will be, what will be the to make a little competition about what the first day of snow
What
is.
is it?
There's a word for that.
Is it the toto? No, it's not the toto. It's what's it called again? Maybe people there know
Well,
what
make a bet.
Yes.
I think that most likely it will be at the either. Well, I would say
First snow or the first
in
snow that actually
October.
stays.
Yeah, that's also one
Because
thing.
the first snow can already fall in August this month, but that's going to disappear, of course, again. But then sometimes in October already we get then the snow that
Rather often,
yeah
actually.
yeah yeah we have had years that on my birthday, which is in the second half of October, we could already go cross country skiing.
Yeah.
So,
Prediction. Yeah. So you can.
no, but there's a word for when you make a list where people's predictions are, and then there's a you can win money.
Yeah.
What's the
Well,
word
you
called
can't
again?
win money, but you can win
No, no,
fame.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You can win fame in this case.
Yeah.
We don't do it. What's it called again? Wager? No.
No. Well, anyways, a bet.
Yes.
But I would think that like in the first Vancouver prediction, December 18th, or for Vancouver or for here. For here, that will definitely be too late. But in Vancouver, that might very well be. I think that
If we only get snow at December 18th,
then we will be in trouble, in
then we're
bad
definitely in
trouble.
trouble.
Oh yeah, for Vancouver, first day of snow. I think that for us, it'll probably be really like the first week of October.
First week of October.
Yeah.
Okay. For snow that stays. Or
You know, for a little bit of the kind of the little bit of like this thin veil of
Yeah.
snow. There's not going to be commit to a day. Oh, ah,
The
you're
first,
making it.
I can make
Okay,
something. The
you
first
do that.
day of snow that will actually stay, I say November 2nd.
Aha, aha.
Yeah,
November the 2nd. Okay.
of snow that will stay.
Because I remember that when we moved to Finland again, like after I had been living in the Netherlands as well, when we moved back here, the first, we moved on the last day of September and there was no snow. And then the next day, on the morning, 1st of October, we went out with Venla, who was a baby. She was 1 year old then. And we went on a walk into the crisp white snow that then stayed for the whole winter. So that's that's like that was early. Last year it snowed in your city on Halloween. Okay, right, right. Well, I mean, here we should have snow by that time, but
Well, last year, the Christmas market started without snow.
oh yeah, right, that's
Yeah, yeah,
true. And people were really worried because, of course, also the our world championships are not the only important competitions in this village because
yeah.
aside from that, there is also the World Cup slalom. So
Yeah,
the
this,
skiing, it's actually, they call it the White Circus. It's a massive event. It's on television around the world, and of course, for that, it is really necessary that there is enough snow. Nowadays, they store snow, so the
yeah, because
competitions
last
they can
yeah,
hold
because last
anyways.
year there wasn't enough. There was they only used the stored snow last year because there was no other snow.
Yeah,
Because
no,
I was looking there because I was supposed to be there selling coffee, but I couldn't get there with the coffee staff because
no,
there was like this strip where they did the competition, and otherwise it was green,
yeah,
yeah, black,
and
black and green.
that's quite something, of course, for us. So that is one way in which we see the changing environment and the changing climate. But of course, I mean that is still can be still within the normal limits.
Yeah,
But
but also to say like, wasn't it sometimes when you were small as well that the snow would be late?
I don't remember
But
anymore.
the average of when the snow starts, it's slowly going back from what I
Yeah,
saw from your dad's calendar. Maybe you
but
should
it can
tell about
also
your.
mean that the amount of snow that we get can get really a lot more
Yeah, yeah.
because of the
Yeah.
rainfall being so much more. So we'll see what happens this year. What did you say? 2nd of November? Did you say?
Did I say second or third?
No,
I
I don't
thought.
remember anymore. We can look back and check it on this broadcast.
Yeah,
Then
both is
we'll.
okay for me.
Yeah, we do need it in time so that the because this area where we are, it's called Levi, or the it's known as Levi, and it lives off of tourism. Hey, Heavenly Dew, I'm also looking forward to receiving your tree hugging picture because then you can win a trip. Well, you win a trip from Helsinki to Lapland. We can't.
Oh, but getting to Helsinki doesn't necessarily break the bank.
No, it depends nowadays, of course, how because
And
there's
especially in August, which is when the trip is going to be,
woo.
it's very well possible to.
Yeah, no, that's then you can see rest of Finland as well because Finland is in the summertime it's known for its lakes. We have
Yeah.
180,000 lakes in Finland, in which I was swimming last summer.
Another
Not
thing
in
that
all of them, but in a considerable.
several, yes. That would be a good, how do you say that, goal in life to have swim in all
Swim it.
lakes in
Yeah,
Finland,
true, true.
all swimmable lakes in Finland. Because some of them are just little muddy
Ponds,
ponds.
basically. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Oh no, I was going to say
Oh, that's
to
so cute.
for people who are going to win the competition and get the train trip and the accommodation. Another way to then get to Helsinki is via Stockholm. For instance, for Middle Europe, you can very well take a train to Stockholm and then hop on the boat to Helsinki. And
Yeah, then
there's
you
a
get a whole heap of
yeah, yeah,
experiences in
because the
one
boat
go.
from Stockholm
Yeah,
to Helsinki is definitely
quite an
also an
experience.
experience.
John is on his deck and just had a hummingbird checking him out for like 30 seconds. That's so nice. Of course, hummingbirds, they are the kind of birds that we like only see on television. Oh, you've had one as well. I'm so jealous of that. I would love to see them for real. But I then again, you know, if we get hummingbirds in Lapland, then we're already pretty far in trouble by that time. Hey, I think that we are probably going to have to quit because Stefan is going to pick up the
Well, no, because there's
photographer.
no
No?
message. I told him to send the message when he's leaving from
Oh,
Circus. I can pick him up,
okay.
and there's no
So it's still
message
going
yet.
to take a while. Oh, four hummingbird feeders, but they prefer one. Well, but that's okay. You know, it's like their favorite restaurant.
And
You
look,
know.
I have a cup of coffee.
Yeah. Hey, thank you for being here.
You can
Hmm?
show people still me making a cup of coffee.
Mm, well, I will have to put this away because my phone is acting a bit funny. But now next time that we see each other will be on Saturday. So next Saturday, Saturday the 21st, Finnish time at 1 o'clock. So that's
Central European time,
12 o'clock Central European time.
11 o'clock standard time, standard summer time.
Standard, what, 11 o'clock standard summertime.
11
Okay.
o'clock universal standard summer time.
You know that as a fact.
Yes.
Okay. Hey, bye. And everybody, you too have a great day. I will leave you with myself. I'm sorry about that. Leave you with a tree hug. Really nice that you were here. Oh, excellent. 3:30. You have to go back to sleep still. Nice to have seen you. Fraukia, we're also looking forward to having your tree hugging picture. Thank you, thank you. Hey, see you and go out photographing. I want to see your trees and your tree hugs. Now my nose is running. I have to wipe my nose, so I have to wave. Bye. See ya. Bye
Hey,
bye.